The Grenada Coast Guard rescued 9 people from the sinking vessel MV Persia II on Friday. Sergeant Dexter Roberts, officer in charge of training and rescue, said at around 8:55 a.m. the unit received the call that the vessel was in distress just around 16 nautical miles southwest of Grenada.
After speaking with the captain, what he said was that water was coming into the ship, and they had about 3 pumps on board, which were unable to dewater the vessel. As a result, more water was coming in than they could have taken out. As a result, the vessel began to sink. The first vessel that we deployed, within 10 minutes after we would have gotten the call, we would have dispatched one of our vessels to the scene. We didn't have an exact position, so we went basically in a general direction. That vessel didn't make any contact with the distressed vessel. So about 5 minutes later, we sent out another vessel, which then made contact with the distressed vessel, and they were able to get alongside. The second vessel that we sent out, when they went alongside, the unseen weather condition was very bad. The water was very rough, so they were able to brace up alongside. So what would have happened was that the persons on board the vessel had to jump into the water, and then we would have been able to pick them up from the water, because it would have been difficult and dangerous for us to go alongside a vessel that is sinking.
The vessel was traveling from Trinidad to St. Vincent when it encountered difficulties. The crew was unable to salvage any of the goods they were traveling with. Those rescued were of Nicaraguan, Vincentian, with 1 Grenadian in the mix.
After the rescue, they were brought here to the Coast Guard base, where they were processed by the immigration officials. And it so happens that the agent for the boat is locally here is Paddy's Shipping. So we were able to contact the Paddy's Shipping agency, and they sent a representative here, who in turn took charge of the sailors, and they were able to send them back to St. Vincent via Carriacou on Saturday.
Sergeant Roberts says it's not very often they are called upon in situations like this one. However, they are always in a position of readiness.
We here at the Coast Guard, maintain a sense of readiness, so that whenever we get a call, we we respond in a very timely manner, so that persons' lives can be can be saved. So I think our response was very good, and we reached there just in time, because within 5 minutes after retrieving the guys from the water, the boat sank. So had we delayed or did we if we didn't get out there in time, maybe it could have been worse.
Joseph McKee.